Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Arrange Your Own video. This week we have some really nice springy flowers for you, and it's a nice white with peach bursting through. So to start with, we have beautiful sago palm, some aspidistra, tuberose, lots of white button mums, peach roses, and then some nice white dendro. I have some really long ones, so they'll be beautiful in this vase. I chose a nice large vase so we can showcase the sago palm. I think it's going to be really beautiful. And then I have a smaller Old Weekly Deal vase for later. So to start, I'm going to start with our sago. And the only thing you need to do really when you get this, it's a little spiky, so be careful. But just pull off any leaves that might go down into the water. They look cool when they're in the water, but just to keep it a little cleaner. I'm just gonna place one off to the side here. Whew. Next, we're going to take the other one. And then before you cut, Alright, so then we're going to take our other sago palm, and before you cut, you can just kind of check out what kind of shape you want to make. So I think I'm going to wrap mine so that it comes around the front of the vase. So just so you know what height you want it to be at. And for now, I'm just going to stick it in straight, and then at the end of our arrangement, I'll pull it forward. This is just kind of a preview. Next, I'm going to take a couple of our nice white buttons, and I'm going to cut them kind of short. They're going to be a base for our arrangement. Just kind of fun sticking out. And they also have lots of little laterals, so you can pull off laterals for later too that might not show up in this large arrangement. Now we'll take some tuberose. We're going to place our tuberose right within the buttons. You can kind of use the buttons as a way to keep them elevated too. Just like that. They smell nice and sweet. It's a wonderful spring flower. We'll place our last one within too. Now before we add our dendro, I'm going to pull our sago palm around. So just take enough binding wire that you know you can wrap it around your base. So I have enough right here. And then we'll pull this sago right down to the front. And you can kind of just make a little bit of a tie on one side of the leaf. Nothing crazy, but just to keep your wire in place. Then you can tie your leaf around to your vase. You can tie your leaf around to your vase and just keep it really steady, and it'll stay perfectly there. A little bit tighter. No one will notice the wire because they'll be too busy looking at the sago palm. Then just cut off any excess so it looks pretty. Now we're ready to add our dendrobium. So when you look at the shape you have going, it seems like a perfect place to put the dendro is just right along the sago to accentuate the height that we've given it. And just take off any water tubes, cut the stems. And then just follow that curve of the sago palm. If you want to do a shorter arrangement, you can also use this dendro and cut it in half, and you'll have 2 pieces to work with. It's a really easy way to make it work. Then just one more dendro. It's a nice, soft, pretty white arrangement. Perfect. Ooh. Make sure all your stems are inside the water too. Perfect. Now we'll move on to a smaller vase. And just take some aspidistra leaves and cover where your stems will be. It's really simple. Then I left us some button mums and our peach roses. I'm just going to take apart the buttons a little bit because I want to make them last through the whole arrangement. There. So I have one large plume and then a lot of laterals to work with. And just take your roses and we'll just put 3 around this center of button mums. And then we're going to cut them down to the size of our vase. And then we're going to fit everything else around them. Add some more roses. Then we have all these little laterals, and they're perfect to just stick in to add a little fun burst. They look kind of like stars. And they have a nice green center too, which is so pretty. Once those are in, I'm going to take our last aspidistra leaf and make a sharp end on it, and then just fold through. You can fold through both sides of the aspidistra, and then just pierce it with the stem. And place it in the back of the arrangement. It's a fun little accent to hold everything in place. There. Now you have 2 nice arrangements to go all throughout your house, and they'll bring a lot of light. So I hope you guys enjoy this week. We'll see you next week.